Good morning, students. Next is software requirement specification. So, the software requirement specification, in this we'll be discussing about the requirement analysis and how the basic diagrams, data flow diagram, data dictionary, and ERP is being created for the helpful implementation of the product. So, the production of software requirement stage of the development process begins with SRS, and the document is known as software requirement specification. This reports lay a foundation for the software engineering activities and is constructing when entire requirements are elicited and analyzed. SRS is a formal report which acts as a representation of a software that enables the customer to review whether its SRS is according to their requirement and not. Also, it comprises user requirement for the system as well as detailed specification of the system requirement. A SRS is a specification for a specific software product, program, or a set of applications that perform particular function in a specific environment. It serves as a several goal depending on who is writing it first. The SRS could be written by a client of a system. Second, SRS could be written by a developer. The two methods to create entirely various situations and establish different purpose for the document altogether. The first case, SRS is used to define the need and the expectation of the users. The second case, SRS is written for various purposes and serves as a contact document between the customer and the developer. So basically, SRS is the one which is a contract between a company and the person who is giving you the order. It is having all the details of the requirement, what he want, what type of systems he want, what will be the configuration and everything. So everything is defined in the SRS. So it is written with the perspective of the client who is giving you the order. It is also written with the perspective of the developer who is developing the system. So these are the characteristics. It should be modifiable, verifiable, tractability, testability, unambiguous, consistent, ranking, and everything. So the characteristics are correctness, completeness, consistency, unambiguous, ranking for importance and stability, modifiability, verifiability, tractability, traceability. Traceability can be backward and forward, means if you are given with a problem, you can go to some back of the step and you can go some forward of the step. Design independence and testability. Understandable by customer and right level of abstraction. Right level of abstraction means कितनी चीज हमें यूजर को बतानी है वो हम यहाँ डिसाइड करते हैं. It should be concise. These are properties. It should be properly structured. Black box view. हमें कोडिंग नहीं बतानी, हमें उसे ये बताना है कि what is the input, what is the output. Conceptual integrity, verifiable. Now, what are the various steps of requirement analysis? So the requirement analysis is draw the context diagram, we develop a prototype, we develop the model requirement, we finalize the requirement. So requirement analysis are student result management system. This is the management system. So there are student information and student information entry is done by the administrator, marks entry by the marks entry operator. Student performance reports are generated, mark sheets are generated, student information reports are generated. Next is development of prototype. In this, I'll give you a very basic example. If you have gone to some site where a construction is taking place and you go there to finalize a project, कि आपको ये फ्लैट खरीदना है तो वो आपको एक लेआउट दिखाता है जिसमें आपको क्या होता है कि यहाँ आपके एक टावर होगी, यहाँ दूसरी टावर, यहाँ तीसरी टावर, यहाँ पार्क होगा. So you get an overview. So prototype is a very quick development process. In this, you are not applying the correct exact mechanism, but you are doing a very quick sort of thing and you are giving just a model कि ऐसा कुछ दिखेगा. Model requirement and finalize the requirement. Thank you.